Hey y'all, this is a get ready with me. Okay, just a little something, something before I get ready for one of my daily lives. So, I just started growing my locks about 2 years ago now, and I color treated, and I do like a style here or there. And I really, really have noticed that my hair does the best when I keep it moisturized. And my regimen of spraying my hair with water and then following it up with Fab Hair International's Moisture Mist leave-in conditioning spray, girl. Listen, it's giving me everything that I need as far as the moisture on a daily basis is concerned. I've tried a lot of sprays and I really, really enjoy not only the way the spray bottle works, but also the way the hair feels moisturized after I've given it a spritz. There are so many great Fab Hair International products to try. And the Stimulate and Soothe Deep Cleansing Shampoo is one of my favorites. It actually gives your scalp a tingling sensation that makes it feel really, really clean. And then the Moisture Mask Deep Conditioning Mask is really amazing as well. Made my hair feel really, really moisturized after I had color treated it. The products are great and were created by a Black woman stylist who came from behind her chair to give her people the products she felt they really deserved. Fab Hair International is for all curls and coils, whatever your hair type. You can find something at Fab Hair International that will suit your specific needs. Right now, you can use my code Bondi15 to get 15% off of your purchase. Go to fabhairinternational.com, take their hair quiz, and find out which products will be perfect for your hair. Be a boo. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Not come on in. Not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Yo. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. When I think about you. What's up? Hi, everyone. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Girl. Shout out to everybody that came to my show this weekend. It went really well. We actually, we ended up having a little bit, more people than we expected. But I was happy. My cousin was there, my sister and my niece and my other cousin was there. Like, my family was in the room. And I really loved that. Especially my cousin Jermaine being there. Cause like he was the only person I could really see so close because of the light. But yeah, that's my boy. So if he gets it, then it's been gotten as far as I'm concerned. But thank you. Hey, Miko. Thank you to everybody that came through, that chilled. You know what I'm saying? We had a really good time. It was nice. I'm so glad I got to meet everybody. And I hope that, more of you will come for the next show, which will be in March. And right now we're talking about doing 2 weekends in March. So if you can't make one, maybe you can make the other. Since we only, can fit about 30 people in the room. So yeah, that's how we're gonna be doing it. So yeah, y'all, plan for March. We haven't cemented a date just yet, but we'll be talking about that, I'm sure, this weekend. But yeah, y'all, I'm just really happy about it. Hey Terry, thank you for coming. Okay. But yeah, no, it was good. Yeah. I'm still kind of like, ooh, it was a lot going on and it happened so fast and you know, there are things I know I want to tweak for the next show, but it definitely was an experience to be had and I'm happy about it. Um but thank y'all again. Thank y'all for everybody that supported and came through. Thank y'all for everybody that bought all of the coloring books, that bought up my merch. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. Once again, if you would like to purchase any of my merchandise, the community is not okay merch, my coloring book, the canvas. We're actually going to be working on putting this art piece from the coloring book and the puzzle on a sweatshirt soon, so that'll probably be next year. But you can hit up this QR code right here. Okay. Yes. Okay, you made it back safely. That's what's up. Yes. Come on. It was so nice to meet you. Everybody was beautiful. Like I remember you were the one that kept saying like, "Oh my god, Brittany, everybody." So I'm not like, "Yes." The my my people. My people are very attractive. It was nice. Like everybody was very beautiful. That's great. But do you ship to the UK? I believe that we do. I believe that we do. Go to paperluxstudios.com. The link is down below in the description box. But thank y'all once again. The show was great. Um I mean, yeah, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. Of course, there are some things that I would like, you know, to make sure I'm a little bit better at next time. It's very hard to like remember all of that shit. Especially in the setting of like, smoking and drinking and talking and, meeting people who I, haven't really got a chance to meet before, but see all the time online. It was just a lot of energy, but it was great. So, 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 so grateful, so thankful, so proud of myself for finally doing it, right? Like finally doing it and accomplishing it because there was like really this, I'm too scared. I don't know how this is gonna work out. I'm too scared. And I got that reading, and reading was like, you just have to do it. You just have to do it. And you have to do it yourself. And like what that meant to do that was like, it was like all this fear before. And then once I did it, it was like, oh, okay. No, we should definitely do this again. And then it also is me like understanding my crowd. That's another thing. Like I know I'm writing to my crowd. Like I'm writing my shit, what I'm coming up with. But how y'all respond to it, how y'all react to it. You know what I mean? Like not just looking for the laughs, but looking for the thoughtful silences, right? The moments where people are listening or like just in agreement. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it was cool. I got a reading. I got a reading with a lady named Amani. One of my homegirls from high school, Denicia, hooked me up with her. Which is so funny, right? Because like Chicken and Champagne, who facilitated it's her spot, and she put everything together for me as far as like the drinks and everything. It's my girl. But they have the same name. I think that's funny, but it's spelled differently. But another Denicia hooked me up with a lady named Amani. And she online is Amani's Intuitions. Amani Intuitions, if you want to look her up. IMANI, but she was the one that was like, you have to do it. And so like all of the fear that I had, it felt like a block. You know what I mean? Favorite part, everybody singing that nigga gay. No, for real. No, it was. It was. It was. I'm glad that y'all thank you. I'm glad y'all telling me what y'all favorite moments were. That was what's up. You learning how to ride that bike. I love that for you. Yes, it is definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like learning these moments where I could just let shit rest. Um, you know, it's a like, oh, okay. How do I get comfortable in this? Like that's what it feels like. How do I figure out a way to do this in a more comfortable manner? So I'm definitely gonna be doing more shows. And we're gonna be making it a little bit more like the next time I would like to have some type of screen so that we could, do a little like Bondy Blue show thing at the same time as whatever I'm actually like writing, which, I added in current things last minute. Congratulations on your first comedy show as a years long supporter. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What is it? The There Sam W. Okay. Cause I'm like, I couldn't, I trying to make sure that's not two different names. Thank you. Thank you so much. It looked like a dope vibe. It was. It was very much a vibe. But yeah, girl. Um, love that you took such a risk doing something you truly wanted to. You go, thank you. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? Let's get into Married to Medicine. As I titled this video, everybody needs a fucking divorce. Everybody needs a divorce. Everybody needs a divorce. Do you hear me? Okay, there is the only people who I feel like don't need a divorce is Toya and Eugene. Whatever's going on with Toya and Eugene and the previews to the upcoming episodes where they was getting into it and she was like fuck them bitches and all of this. Yeah, that shit, y'all can get past that. Whatever that is, bitch, I don't even know what that is. And I feel like they're the only ones, y'all. They're the only ones that don't need to break up. Everybody else needs to break up. Okay? Not Mimi. We don't really know her like that. Y'all know what I mean. I mean like the original cast people. Okay? Cause I don't know, in Heavenly and Damon, nobody cares. Like whatever dark, depressing shit y'all got going on over there, I don't care. I don't care. Okay? Um, because I feel like there's so much performance going on with that relationship. Until y'all tired of performing, I really just don't even care. Because there was a moment where Dr. Heavenly said some little slick shit in her confessional about how that's why young women can't keep a man and old women can keep a man. And I was just like, I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. It's just so funny to me that she thinks that's a flex. I'm sorry. Hold on. Girl. Oh my God. Girl, it is not a flex that you still with the same nigga you met in college. Like, that's not a flex. A lot of us could have still been with the niggas. Like, I'm actually still with the nigga I was with in college. Well, after college, literally directly after. The nigga that I was with in college, I could have stayed with that. I could have had that nigga if I wanted him. I did not want him. I did not want him. You know why? Because I don't want nobody that could lie to me about big ass shit like my kid going to jail for 2 years. If that's what really happened. If that's what really happened, Dr. Heavenly. Because I don't know. I don't know, okay? But I do know you got a sharp ass tongue for everybody else, so I won't pull no punches and I won't mince no motherfucking words. Whatever y'all got going on over there, y'all lying about something. It's weird. It makes me uncomfortable. And to be honest, the fact that Damon showed up to that birthday party talking about, I wasn't gonna dress like that. They had people with suits and afros, nigga. You couldn't wear a suit and an afro? You don't like colors? Colors, 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 color. You don't like colors? Like, really, Dr. Damon? We're so serious and so lame and so corny and so square that we can't even go to a little costume party and have a good time. Nigga, you're too uptight. Something is amiss. And yes, who the fuck is drinking the Infamil? Something is not right. I don't like it. But I also don't really give a fuck. Contessa planning a party. Toya is like not 40K when you can finish your office. I love the fact that Toya was the one that was able to turn around. Bitch, get out my comments. One, two, 1, 2, 3, divorce him. I wish that heaven had a phone to call you up. Lord, I got something I need to say. Lord, I got some things I need to say. Devil, you won't win. I'm sorry, y'all. That took me out. I completely got adrift. Okay, Toya. I love the fact that Toya was able to say to Contessa, not you spending $40,000 on a party when you haven't even finished your office over here and you're losing clients by the fucking day. But you got $40,000 for a party, and then you gonna complain and be resentful for the entire fucking party. And this is why people really have to go to therapy for at least 6 months to a year. Because the truth of the matter is, a lot of times women don't realize that the things we complain about are things in our control to some extent. If you are in a relationship with a man, you are in a marriage, you have a family with a man, and there is something as simple as having a birthday party planned, and it's something that he can't seem to accomplish for you, and it makes you feel like you're always doing for him and he's not doing for you, that means you have to change the way you move. And it's so hard because a lot of times you really do feel an addiction to the cycle of being able to resent somebody for what they not giving you or what they not doing for you. When at the end of the day, you have to stop thinking that people are going to become something different than what they are today. I think a lot of the issue is people's inability to be honest about what the fuck is happening in the moment and how you feel in the moment. Contessa is throwing this entire party with an underlying of he ain't do it for me, so I'ma do it for myself and I'ma make it big. And that's great. But why is it tied to the feeling of you punishing him because he didn't do it for you? Yes, you so happy about it, but you can't wait to tell somebody about how, oh, he paid for it, but he didn't plan it. You are resentful and really you mad at yourself. And every time I hear Contessa say stupid shit like, well, maybe in another 30 years, he'll do it for me. That is passive aggressive as fuck. You have power in your own situation. If it matters that much to you to be with someone who will do those things for you, you need to divorce the man. Divorce the damn man. Stop it. I really, cause like I grew up in a time period where you don't tell people to divorce their spouses, but why not? Why not? Why not? Divorce the motherfucker. I don't care. Do it on a random day. Just divorce them because your ass itched that day. Yeah, yeah, okay? Yeah. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like if you want to divorce somebody, if it go around in your head a lot about divorcing somebody, fucking divorce them. I personally feel like you should be checking in with yourself every 6 months to ask yourself if you still want to be in any situation, a job, a place, a relationship, anything. Check in with yourself. Okay? Take inventory. You have to. Take some inventory of your womanhood and your glory and leave the bad things behind. Everybody's got a story about love and the good things. But for the spices of the life, you gotta pay the price, if you know what I mean. Okay? And I'm telling everybody, shit, out loud, that if the man ain't making you feel proud, if when you thought you had nothing left and you realize all you had was yourself, you need to go ahead and leave that nigga, baby. Okay? I just changed the lyrics of a song. That was if you look into your heart. Come on, D. Herford. You got it, girl. D. Herford. Okay? With a positive mind. Hey, some inventory. I'm sorry, y'all, but it just don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. I feel like you need to just break up with people. Just divorce them. It's okay. If it's meant for y'all to get back together, y'all to get back together. Sometimes you just have to take a breath from people. You have to take a break. You have to go and go on a little venture on your own sometimes. I think that's okay. Yes, that is Sparkle. Y'all got it. And you know what I mean? Like I really do feel like it's okay to divorce a nigga and go live alone and see how you feel in like a year. And I also feel like the idea that, oh, if I leave him and I want him back eventually, he not gonna come back. He gonna be mad at me and all of that. Fuck all that. That mean y'all not supposed to be together, bitch. That means something else is in store, ho. Stop this shit. I get tired of like watching people be in these cycles that they really can just break out of. It takes a lot of work, don't get me wrong. But that's why I'ma fucking say it, because I know some of these hoes gonna hit me. Quad. I'm using hoe as a pronoun. Don't be offended. Quad. Quad is over there doing IVF with a man that said that he spent his whole life trying to dodge this bullet. And she said, baby, it's not a bullet, it's a blessing. And he said, yeah, a blessing in disguise. I'm sorry. You not married to that nigga? Y'all don't own nothing together? Why the fuck is it seem like you dragging him through IVF and you just keep laughing and smiling? Listen to me, Quad. Please leave this nigga alone. Please don't do this. Please don't do this, Quad. Please don't do it for the plot. Enough. Like enough has been done. Don't do this for the plot. Cause I feel like it's hoes out there that you can see all of the red flags and they still gonna do it for the plot. And I just don't want you to do that, Quad. But I feel like that's what this relationship is. You doing it for the plot. Because let me tell you something right there. I see the way this man's facial, like the way he talking, the way his face move and all of that. That is a nigga that grew up thinking he was ugly or thinking he was a geek or thinking that nobody like him. That is somebody that has built their outward image on what they can attain and going to the fucking gym. Right? But King nags the dog shit out of Quad to the point that I feel he is resenting you for all of the fabulousness. For the house, for the looks, for the body, for the success, for the freedom. Whatever it is, Quad, that you are showing up with as a woman, that man is envious of you. It don't make no fucking sense for him to keep saying something. And this is not the first time. Y'all know I've been clocking that nigga for a minute. And I told y'all a while ago last season I was keeping my good eye on him because I heard all of them little weird ass comments. Y'all, please stop thinking that that shit is cute. And oh, we just banter. No, that nigga hates you. And yes, it's a great possibility that you thought that he was better than Greg because you were comparing him to Greg. But they have that in common. Needing to knock you down a few pegs to make themselves feel better. And just because you getting fucked, it feels different. It's not. It's not. And it makes me so sad. It makes me so sad for Quad because I'm like, Quad, man, you better Ebony K. Williams this shit. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. I think deciding to go through IVF and have a baby on your fucking own because you want to be a mother is one of the best things you could do instead of trying to be with some stupid ass nigga that's gonna try to use a baby to control you and all of that. Oh, babies need fathers. No, the fuck they don't. Tell that to all of the people that's grown up adults right now that and daddy ain't come around but 2-3 times out their motherfucking life. Talk to them because they'll tell you right now they're an adult and they didn't need the nigga to be around exactly. It would have been great, but everybody made it out. Okay? The mama was able to teach the child how to brush their teeth and wash their ass. The fuck? I'm sorry, it just annoys me, y'all. It just annoys me sometimes. Having a good father that's actually helpful and loves the kids, yes, y'all, it's a blessing, right? Just like having a good mother that loves the kids and wants the kids is a blessing. You just being there because you a sperm donor, you just being there because you donated an egg to the completion of this project, bitch, no. No, 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 and fucking what? No. Quad, you could do this by yourself. That man standing in the bathroom while she was giving herself the shot turns to her and says, "You big bad Quad, and you don't even want nobody to give you the needle shot." And the scene is chopped up. But was the conversation that you wanted to give her the shot and she said no, she would rather do it herself? And so then you do it, and calling her big bad Quad is the equivalent of big money. You know what I mean? As a woman, how many times, like y'all, when we went out last week, I told y'all last week, and even when people find out that I'm a content creator, there's like, I realized and by just I was watching videos last night on TikTok. Whenever there's some woman somewhere setting up a tripod or a camera so that she could do something for social media, there is always somebody out there that's looking at her like, laughing, hating, trying to come into the video. Like people do this to me all the time, but because I'm such a people person a lot of the times, I don't even like I just laugh at them and I'm like, if you want to be on camera, I'll put you on fucking camera. Like, don't do that. I'll put you on camera. And then they realize, oh, I don't know if I want to be on her camera and they get the fuck away from me. But even when we went out to dinner, like when for the Brandy and Monica concert, experiencing men having to tell me how I don't run shit out of nowhere. What? What? But I'm like just realizing how often, energetically as a woman, you can be intimidating to men just because your energy gives, I don't give a fuck about anybody else's opinion of me. If your energy give, I'm gonna be myself freely and happily. It will sometimes, and it's always, I don't know why, but a lot of times it is men that will be giving you this, and then older men at that. Why are you trying to humble me, Grandpa? Murphy girls, yeah, that was crazy. That's you, Ty. Because Ty was right there. She was like, "What? Why is he doing that?" I was like, "I don't know, but I know that a lot of the times I really give off an energy that intimidates men." We said nothing, and he came up out his mouth out of nowhere, girl. Like, and I could, it's like I could see it all over him. I could see it all over him. Like this intimidation factor, like this feeling like, well, I gotta make sure you know that I'm great. I gotta make sure you know you don't run nothing. I gotta humble you. Like, it's like, my nigga, if you don't calm the fuck down and just take my order, like, what is going on? And that's what I feel when I see Quad and King. This is a nigga that every time they had like a little snippet of them working out, and this nigga calls her big back Quad. That man called that lady with that banging at his body, big back Quad. I said, what is going on here? Get the heat, cuz. Like, get the fuck out of here with this shit. Okay? Man, get the heat. You was sounding real tough on the phone, nephew. Okay? Listen, you got an 86 that shit. Quiet, let that nigga go. Because the worst thing is being pregnant in a geriatric pregnancy that could possibly fucking kill you with a nigga that's has to find ways to make you feel bad about yourself. No, Quad, don't do it. Turn around. Turn around. We don't have to do this. Turn around. We don't have to do this, bitch. Thank you, Brandon, for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate you. Dr. Jackie, we talk about the 70s party, right? In the 70s and free love. And y'all know these niggas is old. So Jackie remembers the 70s. And Jackie was like, we was having a lot of free sex. We was having, we was enjoying ourselves, and it was a lot of herpes and hepatitis because of it. And we paying for it now. And I'm like, Dr. Jackie, I noticed that a few times throughout the episode, you had these little moments where it seemed like you was trying to be cutesy or funny or something like that, like you were trying to have a personality. I did appreciate these moments. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay. But also it had me questioning. So, Dr. Jackie, was you one of the people? And who are you trying to tell on with the herpes and the hepatitis? Or was that just like a doctor moment where you're like, recalling how many of the women that was partying in the 70s then came to you with herpes and hepatitis, going on in the area, right? I also feel like, y'all, they would like, it just kind of feel like a lot of these STDs was either implanted or come from motherfuckers being nasty. Like, and I mean like fecal matter, like animal fecal matter, human fecal matter. But it seems to me most STDs have happened because weirdos like to fuck animals and humans. That's what a lot of the times it seems to me. But Dr. Jackie, I felt like that was some type of judgment of some type. I don't know what that was about, but I'm like, who are you? Who are you judging? Like, who you personally subtweeting right now? by making this comment about free love and people paying for the free love now with the herpes and the hepatitis and shit like that. I told y'all Damon didn't want to get dressed up, which was like, you could have just stayed home. You could have just stayed home. Scott did not plan anything, and anything he would have chosen, Contessa would have rejected. Scott, I hate your costume. Contessa, I don't know what's going on once again. Right here in between Erica Badu's eyes on Contessa. I don't know what's going on there. But Contessa is so like tightly wound, and like it's just a lot of resentment. Like it's a lot of angst and anger. But it's like, girl, you don't have to live like this. Like my mama always says, people make life harder than it has to be. And I feel like this is one of them times where she ain't never fucking lie. Because it's like in my mind, like emotionally, spiritually, energetically, it's like a person that is tired of holding a bone in their mouth. They jaws are clenching and the shit hurt. And you're like, well, you could just relax your jaw. And you, no, no, no. It hurts though. Yeah, I know, but I can't let it go. I can't let it go. Like that's what it feels like. And it's like you just want to shake them. Like, let it the fuck go. Let it go, Contessa. Let it go. Let it go. Let the marriage go. I don't understand being married to somebody and being mad at them all the time because they're not who you want them to be. He's not going to be that. Accept who he is and try to figure out a way to get what you need from your fucking self or from somebody else. Because we all feel like most of y'all hoes is mad right now because y'all really wish y'all can be in relationships with women. A lot of us feel like that about the married to medicine women. And I promise you, you could call, you don't have to be that upset. Like it's hard out here for pimps too. Like it's hard out here. Like, it's hard out here for, listen, every time I talk to another woman that dates women, we always like, this mom girl, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we don't have to worry about a bitch, raping us and all, or killing us and all of that. But like, oh yeah. But ultimately, like these hoes ain't safer emotionally. Like you get too emotionally invested too quick with women, and then the next thing you know, these hoes is stabbing you in the heart. I saw a video that I had to send to one of the homegirls because we was talking about it, and I was talking about the studs that will ruin your life. The first bitch, Saya. Saya was the first stud, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is your light skin, stud with long hair, neck tattoos, you know what I'm saying? This bitch will ruin your life. Okay, there's the brown skin stud with locks. Okay? This bitch will ruin your life. Okay? It is what it is. And that's also because a lot of the times those relationships are just mimicking um heteronormative relationships that still have this hierarchical power dynamic thing that doesn't need to happen. Girl, me and the homegirl was talking about yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of mixing that be going on. Everybody know everybody. I'm just thinking about like a story that she was telling me. Now I'm remembering that the other girl, listen, everybody be knowing everybody, and mass women are toxic as fuck. And I feel like the women on Married to Medicine, if they were to be in relationships with women, they might be happier, but they would also still be fucking toxic. I just want to be clear. I don't want anybody to think that I'm saying, oh, if you were a woman, that all of a sudden that's gonna fix all your problems, because it's obvious a lot of you hoes really think that. So I have to add nuance that no, bitch, that is not the case. But if you don't know because you haven't been able to explore it, if you don't know because you haven't even been able to dip your fucking toe in the way you would really like to, you're going to be angry about it. Cause really you just want to experience it. And it may not even be for you forever. It may just be for the moment, but it is the incapability to move throughout your relationships in a fluid manner. That is what a lot of people are upset about, is that they feel like they cannot live their life in a way that is good for them. Like they can't. It's like and I get it. I get it. That's why I said I had to go through a lot of therapy in order to change my mindset about the things I felt like I was doing to protect people around me, but really it was me trying to control them. And once you understand that that's what you're doing, you're not allowing people to live out their fullest potential when you're controlling how they respond to you by not moving the way, that people pleasing shit. Like you so scared that if you are exactly who you are, everybody's just gonna up and disappear. You have to be okay with it. And it's so hard, but you have to get to a point where you like yourself so much that you would rather lose everybody around you before you hate yourself. You really have to get to that point. And Contessa has not gotten to that point. A lot of these women, I don't know if they ever will get to that point. But watching how Contessa gives up autonomy, complains, whines, bitches out about it, and then when people feel bad for her, she turns on them. And it's so gaslighty because what she ended up doing at this birthday party is you go around talking about how Scott didn't help put it together. Scott get his stupid ass on the mic talking about how you put this together and you deserve it and da 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 da, knowing he didn't really orchestrate anything, but that he paid for it. So everybody knows what's going on because y'all are talking about it. Y'all are going around dropping little tidbits to one person here and one person there. So everybody, you talk to Brandy, you talk to Toya, like you are expressing to everybody how I'm just trying to keep it together, but really my fucking heart is broken. Like Contessa, that's what you're giving. Every time you talk to one of these women and they feel bad for you, especially Toya, that is like the person that I feel like is always speaking up on people's behalf. Sometimes she don't always get it right, but her aggravation with Contessa, her aggravation with Scott, so fucking warranted. So warranted, right? And then she turns around and gets mad at them. So let me continue on because I don't want to get too far off my notes, right? So after the women ask Contessa how she feels about having to plan the party, she says that he hasn't done anything like that for her in 20 years. I get it. I get it. But you really have to leave niggas or threaten to leave them in order for them to start moving differently. And you have to be okay with not being with them. Long-term relationships are very hard, and once people get accustomed to not having to do certain things, it doesn't change. It doesn't change without like extreme measures. And to me, especially like my generation, everybody comes to this point in our 30s where it's like, okay, we got married, we did the thing, it doesn't feel good anymore. Are we gonna stay or are we gonna go? The deciding factor is usually if your partner is willing to hold on to you while y'all figure that out. And in a healthy way, not in a way that's trying to like keep you from moving, but in a way of we'll figure it out. I'll be here, whatever you need. When people have that type of energy in relationships to allow a person like whatever the space they might need, it is extremely helpful. And it means that the person is willing to work with you. Instead of I needed to stay like this in order for me to feel safe. No, that's not how relationships actually flourish or grow. And so to me, a lot of women that stay, once they get to that point and realize that their spouse is not going to change and their spouse is going to continue to be, selfish and not really be preemptive and making you feel special, you're going to just become resentful because you stay. And then you just have to deal with that disappointment over and over and over again. So yeah, it's really on Contessa. Like this whole situation and why she keep going through this shit with him is her own making. Cause you have to put your foot down. This is the type of life I want for myself, and I'm going to figure out a way to get it. Even with being a mother, even with being somebody's wife, you have got to figure out a way to have a life that you feel good about. Because you walking around trying to gaslight everybody into fucking arguments because they're tired of watching you suffer through gritted teeth. Yeah, I could, girl, the way I wouldn't even want fool with Contessa. Like, and Contessa is the type of person that will do all of this weird ass shit and then after the fact be so nice to you that it's almost uncomfortable if you don't just allow her to be nice to you after she's done all of this weird shit, right? So Simone says how Cecil didn't even have a card for her after she had their first son. Y'all, these are signs, y'all. These are signs. And it's so funny because like the things they're saying is so real. I literally know my homegirl that just got divorced. Her nigga would do the same thing. No reverence whatsoever to her on Mother's Day. No gifts on Christmas. Like, and then at the end, finally decided to do something at the end. And then it wasn't even enough. It was like, I'ma just try to do this little half-ass thing. And hopefully that'll keep you. And it didn't. And it didn't. And every day the nigga is trying to like rationalize in his mind how it's not his fault that he broke up his family. Because he really could have kept his family if he was willing to try, if he was willing to do what the lady needed him to do. But niggas are always feeling like it's their ego and I'm not doing all of this. I'm not doing that. You got to change. I'm not changing. Okay, well, then you need to stay by your fucking self. And now that's where he is in his house by his fucking self. Bitch ass nigga. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about somebody in real life and I got upset. Anyway, like when I tell you Cecil, as much as I like Cecil from Simone's stamp, and I like you as a person, Cecil, but like I feel like you should have never been nobody's husband. I don't think you should have been anybody's husband. I think that Simone should have broke up with you years ago. I think she should have divorced you before you retired. And I think that y'all should have split up y'all assets and you should have had them kids 1 week on and she would have had them kids on another week. But I think the fact that you did not, and I really blame this is how you know women give such bad advice, and you got to stop listening to groups of women that tell you to stay in marriages that don't serve you. Because everybody in that situation, Cecil is drinking himself to death. Simone is screaming and howling. The fucking kids have buried resentment that comes from growing up in a household with two people that is working against each other. Yeah, I'm sorry. You should have left Cecil years ago. Years ago. And I feel like if you would have left him, Simone, years ago, then he would have been standing on his own 2 feet. He would have ended up with that friend maybe. And y'all could have just been good friends and good co-parents. And you probably would be single with a girlfriend or a boyfriend, but just in a house by yourself without three grown adult men dirtying up your fucking house. Y'all listen to me. If there are women in the comments that's thinking about shit like this, please know that you can leave these niggas. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what they tell you, bitch. You can leave. Leave right now. Pack a bag. Go stay in a fucking hotel for 2 days. Just make a nigga feel worried. Okay? Leave a note on the refrigerator. Nigga, I see you in 2 days. Peace. Okay? And the reason why I say this is because sometimes people are always telling you to stay in situations that are not healthy because our society and our community is not fucking okay. It's not okay. It's always going to convince you to go against your own self-interest, down to not listening to your own inner voice, bitch. You don't even need nobody to give you no advice on what you should do. As soon as you start feeling like you don't want to be there no more, I guess you don't want to be there no more. I'm just saying. Because these women have accomplished enough. Y'all have done enough. Y'all don't have to stay in these relationships anymore. Fuck all of that other shit that are pressuring people to stay in relationships. Contessa says that, see, y'all sexist because how y'all gonna come to my doggone birthday party talking about my husband? Quad says you better flip that shit. And the way Quad and Mimi was laughing at Contessa and then she walked off, to me, I'm so glad they responded like that because the way I would have cursed Contessa ass the fuck out, I'm so glad that Quad and Mimi just bust out laughing at her ass. And maybe like if I was there and I had been drinking, I would have started laughing at her ass too. Cause bitch, how many times you gonna do this? How many times you gonna set us up for the fall? Tell us your sad sob story. We feel bad for you. Now you fucking mad at us talking about your husband at your birthday party. Bitch, fuck you, your husband, and this whack ass birthday party that you had to throw for your fucking self. This is why there are so many people that don't have empathy for women when they're in these situations because this is how y'all do. Because you stuck in this mechanism, you start glitching and shit. So now you trying to get other people wrapped up in your shit because you can't deal with your shit. You can't be mad at him, so you bring people in so you could be mad at them. That's what you did to Heavenly. That's why I was always on Heavenly's side when it came to the fight with her and Contessa, because Contessa is so fucking passive aggressive, condescending, and self righteous. It really irks my spirit. And literally one of the most unhappiest people on reality TV is fucking Contessa Metcalf. Uh, hold up. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I gotta delete some shit. My live like, bitch, you gotta delete some shit. We about to die. Hold up. But yeah, y'all. When I tell y'all I was so tired of fucking Contessa this episode, I was just like, girl, why did you come back? You know? Like, why? Why did you come back, girl? You didn't have to. You really didn't have to. You didn't have to come back to the show. But it to me is so obnoxious that you come back on the show and then sit up there and fucking complain about people talking about your relationship. Everybody that does that shit, it works on my nerves. Like every single person that comes on to a reality TV show so that they can fucking complain about people being in their relationships. I'm so tired of y'all. I want the people to fire you, to be honest. That's what I want the people to do. I want the people to do like they did to Robin on Real Housewives of Potomac. Like, just get the fuck out of our face then, Contessa. Cause you're tiring me the hell out with this. Now, where was I in my damn notes now that I done cleared some cachet and shit? Simone talks to her sons, y'all. I feel like not going, go. Take your time. Though the storm may be raging and the beat, I feel like going on. Yo, I can't. Yo, when I tell y'all, I feel like going on. Simone, please divorce. Divorce these people. Divorce the husband and the kids. I feel like going on. Yes. Yes, I feel. Simone. Oh, girl, them people gonna put you in a grave. Them people gonna put you in a grave, girl. Simone talks to her son. First of all, the nigga said that he tired of seeing the Jeep and he want a new car just because he tired of seeing the Jeep. And I feel like only adults that pay their own fucking bills should ever get tired of seeing vehicles that other people have bought for them. Only when you can go and get your own vehicle on your own credit without your mama co-signing, without any help. Should you feel like I'm tired of looking at that car out there? Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I'm tired of looking. Girl, what? So you want your mama to buy you a new car, even though you already have one that works. You don't pay the bill. You don't pay the insurance. If you don't pay the car note, you don't pay the insurance. Y'all live in an apartment that y'all parents own. Y'all don't pay any bills. Y'all are trifling. So they pay for somebody to come and clean the place. You can't even make lasagna without taking the paper and the glue out of the fucking pan. I think y'all failed these kids. And I don't care if they're in law school. If they cannot take care of themselves and if they girl, did y'all see the way Miles or Michael, whatever the youngest name was bucking his eyes at that lady? And see, to me, Cecil, this is why I curse you the fuck out. As much as I like you, you are worthless. You niggas have one job when y'all have boy children and y'all be with these y'all have one fucking job. Do you know the only reason that she probably kept you around, the only reason you are to be kept around is so that you can be the muscle between her and the boy children? The only reason you are there is because at some point the sons are going to test the parents and the daddy needs to be the one that lets them know fuck around and find out. The fact that you're not even a protector or a provider in this situation is more evidence that men are not natural protectors and providers like they keep telling y'all. And really, what they are easily are submissives a lot of the time. And to me, Simone is the main problem here because you're in control of everything, Simone. You're in control of everything. So that means you need to be telling people what the fuck needs to happen and what needs to be done. And if it's not happening the way you want it to happen, well, you just stop paying for shit. Please divorce Cecil so that y'all could actually like each other again. You know, I feel like y'all are friends and I think y'all love and respect each other on some level, but I don't think y'all need to be in a relationship. I think that Cecil needs to have to be a full ass parent without you. Even though y'all kids are grown, I still feel like he needs to have to handle them fucking kids on his own without having you as the bad guy. Toya's sons definitely cooking and cleaning. Yes, they are. And they know how to cook. And they know how to cook. Toya's sons can't even be, gotta be half these niggas' ages. And I bet you Toya's sons would have knew to take the paper out the damn pan before they put the food in it. The Chase bill last year for Michael alone was $60,000 on her credit card for him just by himself. Not even the other child, just him. The other one had his hands over his face the whole time. Then when he told her, don't make me give your food to the dog," when she wanted to tell him about how much money he spent. I was looking around like, you let that nigga talk to you like that? There's a time and a place for everything, right? A part of teaching your kids to have their own mind and have autonomy and their own opinions is when they get older, they will sometimes talk to you like they're an adult, right? They never supposed to be talking to you like they're going to punish you if you tell them about how much money they've spent on your credit card. All of that and you laughing it off, yeah, Simone, that's a problem. I'm not saying you got to be like Heavenly, raising hell so much that your children just leave the house never to be seen or heard from again. But it would behoove you to say, "Hey, I don't I don't like that. That's not funny to me. I don't know who you think you are in this dynamic, but you can't reprimand me because you don't like what I'm about to tell you about how much money you're spending on my credit cards." And another thing is if Cecil wanted to be on the boy's side like that, I would ask him to get the fuck out the room. I wouldn't have conversations with all three of them together no more. Since this is not me and you trying to make sure that I am not working myself to death for these grown ass children, since you are on their side, then I don't need to have conversations with all three of y'all at the same time no more. Like, what the fuck? The way I would have been like, Cecil, if you are not going to add to this situation in a way that is helpful for us to understand each other and not just in defense of the boys, then I would really prefer for you to shut the fuck up and not say anything. Just the way you don't pay for anything, I would love for you to shut the fuck up and not say anything. I probably, like me and we would have divorced just off this moment because I probably would have been like disrespecting the piss out of this man. And I mean disrespect because I'm going to tell you the truth and everybody's going to see it as disrespect because that's how y'all act. That's how y'all act, especially if a man is pitiful. If a man look a pitiful man and a woman is going in on that man, y'all will all automatically feel sorry for the man because the man is sitting there looking pitiful. Just like we was talking about in my members only with that lady that owned the liquor company and that nigga came up to her talking about they went to elementary school together and everybody was like she was so rude, da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, nah, that nigga was giving weird ass energy and y'all be too worried about hurting these niggas' feelings. And I want you to know that men know that they're emoting something that means feel bad for me. And I don't think that any woman walking down the street should have to give a fuck about a man's feelings just randomly. No, I don't. I don't. I don't. Because I don't think they give a fuck about women. I don't think any of them give a fuck about women for real. Like you gotta be attached to the nigga by DNA or by sucking dick. You gotta be attached to the nigga some type of way in order for these niggas to actually care, for the most part. And so, with that understanding, I think emotionally, women should stop giving a fuck about protecting men's feelings all the time. Yes, a lot of the times we do it out of a safety situation, but also we just do it innately because it's like, oh my God, this pathetic man, I feel so bad. This pathetic man, look at him. Oh my God, this woman was speaking and it loudly and it hurt his feelings. And even though we don't know what the situation is for real, what could really be going on, we're going to automatically feel sorry for this pitiful man because now it's like the loudmouth woman beating down on this docile, already broken down, half, chromosome having ass nigga. And I just kind of feel like, yeah, no, no, because what y'all need to understand is men do shit intentionally. Men weaponize incompetence. Men weaponize their emotions. They will weaponize anything. And to me, Cecil weaponizes incompetence, weaponizes, oh, my hands are tied. And honestly, I think it's a passive aggressive way of getting back at Simone because he wanted to be friends with that lady. And you said in order for him to stay married to you, who was paying for him, paying for his life, you told him in order to stay married to you, he had to stop being friends with his best friend. So every time he don't support you, every time you feel like he didn't slighted you, it's probably because of that. It's probably because of that. Even if he won't admit it, it's probably because of that. Yeah, weaponizing being a good guy. It happens all the time. Men that are used to being seen as the good guy, and guess what? You know what you have to be? Okay with being a bad guy. They say I'm the bad guy. Okay, I'm the bad guy. I say this all the time, motherfucker, I will be the bad guy. I'm fine with that because at the end of the day, I know how I come. And how I come is always on some like emotionally honest shit. So if you start playing and I see we playing, oh, oh, I really don't give a fuck. Mm, like I'll drink your motherfucking tears, bitch ass nigga. I don't like once I realize you playing on me like that, I will drink your tears. Cry some more, puss ass nigga. Like cause Cecil really pissed me off. I'm sorry. Like, cause there is like this patheticness, like that makes you want to feel bad for him. But the way you told that lady that we should help him, because yeah, we are in a position to help him, and I don't care that you're working yourself to death. God can take you tomorrow. I got an insurance policy on you. You should still continue to work yourself to death so that we can help our son, not have to pay for shit. Yeah, we should continue to do that. Even though he's talking to you like, you're a John or something, like you owe him something. I don't know what the fuck going on, how he talking to you. Talking to you like, oh, I have a mother that makes good money. And why can't you help me? The white kids. As soon as he brought up white kids, I could see the older brother cover his eyes up because it's like, yeah, that probably wasn't the thing to say if you wanted her to help you. And I saw somebody in the comments say he still got that new car. And then she brought him to the Watch What Happens Live so he could look all clean and cute and shine, shine on Bravo and all of that. So now he could be advertisement to some young girl to get into a relationship with a trifling ass nigga that's used to his mama doing everything. But he's gonna think he's God's gift because he went to college and went to law school. He's gonna think he's God's gift. So he's gonna use his intelligence to dominate and humble some woman into taking care of him. And then he'll be like, well, at least I make money. I'm not like my dad. But it essentially will probably still expect a woman to do all of the things that his mama did. Girl, fuck you, Simone. No, for real. Fuck you. And that nigga that had them kids with you. Because y'all, I hate when y'all don't raise these boys properly. When you don't raise them properly, when you give them everything, when you coddle them, when you continue to not have any boundaries, when you continue to do all of the shit that you complain that you don't want to keep doing and then you keep doing it, you are showing them that there are no boundaries for them to respect. That shit is going to translate to how they interact with every woman they encounter. And the reason why I'm saying fuck you, because everybody be up here acting like, oh, what you do with your children is your business. No, the fuck it's not. I am so tired of encountering niggas that just want to humble and dominate women just off GP for no other reason other than somebody did not raise them right, as far as I'm concerned. We're over it, girl. She bought him a Tesla. So not only are we so worried about keeping up with the Joneses and money that we're buying into a company that is paying into the destruction of this fucking country, but y'all elitists, I went to college, I got a doctorate ass bitches gonna act like it means something going over there down to the White, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all wanna go to the White House and y'all wanna meet with Kamala and all of this bullshit and act like y'all smart and y'all still out here purchasing Teslas? I hate that y'all only care about money. I hate that y'all only care about money. I hate that y'all only care about how shit look because there are so many other expensive, nice cars to go and get. And y'all will still support Tesla, even though y'all know that it's owned by Elon Musk and what Elon Musk has done to this country and to our government. Illegally having access to y'all's government documents, y'all money, y'all taxes. How, you know what I'm saying? Like the entire, like y'all really out here still buying them motherfucking cars? Y'all not letting that nigga go broke faster? I'm sorry. I ain't got no respect for it. I ain't got no respect for it, y'all. I really don't. Fuck them cars. Okay? Fuck them cars. And like I get it. Like everybody got their issues. I'm sure there's something about Toyota. Okay, I'm sure there's something about Toyota that I wouldn't like, but bitch, when I tell y'all it's the most reliable motherfucking car you'll ever have in your life, at least, at least the motherfucker gonna work good. I heard them Teslas be blowing up and killing y'all and shit like motherfucking microwaves. Right, Elon's assault on working black women, all of this shit that then went down. Cause it was him and their little organization that decided to fire all of those black women. Right? 300,000 black women lost all their motherfucking jobs. And y'all out here buying y'all ain't shit ass, ungrateful, entitled, weird ass sons, cars made by another weird ass nigga. Like, what? Oh my God, the mothers of patriarchy are so annoying. Because that's what you are. You're a mother of patriarchy. Raising ain't shit ass sons that feel entitled to women's labor and then buying them cars by problematic men that basically bought an election for us to have an authoritarianism government that snatches people off the streets, that traffics people. Okay. Congratulations. Everybody's playing themselves. Um, I told y'all King said Quiet had a big back. She laughed. Quiet, please. Please, quiet. Brandy. Everybody is my man, my man, my man, my man, my baby. Spoiling me, dicking me down, driving me crazy. Okay? Brandy's man puts together a birthday dinner for her. I low key feel like the reason why she didn't have her man throw her a party is so she wasn't, oops, excuse me, I'm drinking tea, y'all, excuse me. So she would not really be in competition with Contessa. Because Brandy was talking to Contessa right before her party started about how I'm sure Scott will do something for you because you've already gone around talking to everybody about how Scott didn't do shit for you, right? So on some level, I feel like Brandy having a birthday dinner and not a birthday party was a way to, play it down. Then Heavenly, who just got back cool with the bitch, Contessa, is at the party talking about, you keep talking about how your man paid for the party and everything. Don't you think you want to like maybe chill out with that a little bit? Because of Contessa's feelings. Yeah, see, I thought that was ridiculous. I don't understand. I don't understand. So I'm supposed to dim myself. It's my fucking birthday today. This is not Contessa's birthday. It's my birthday. I'm supposed to dim my light and not be like my man, my man, my man, my man, my baby. When a nigga actually do something for me. I can't do that. But y'all could be up here, daddy and my husband, and we could keep a man, and young girls can keep. Y'all could do all of this dick ridey ass weird bitch, patriarchy mother shit y'all be doing, right? Always gobbling and sucking up dick proverbially. That's what y'all do. That's cool. That's fine. But when Brandy actually wants to like be thankful to her husband, y'all are up here acting like she the problem. Y'all are weirdos. How y'all gonna bully a bitch for being on the same type of time y'all on? That's so weird. Then Toya and Jackie go back and forth because somebody came in and Toya was like, "Y'all don't worry about it. Y'all not underdressed at all." And I'm sure this is all like just a little cute shade shit, but I was just like, "Girl, stay in that fucking house for more than a year and then talk to me about how I should be spending my money on clothes and what I should be wearing. Like, stay in that house for more than a motherfucking year." Okay? Like, I would just be getting everybody together. I'm like, all right, girl, listen, a bitch get in the house and get their finances together. They don't know how to act. Now they judging everybody. Like Toya ain't used to be down to the motherfucking TJ Maxx. Like, cut it out, Toya. The way you used to be dressing, you could never dress. You could not dress worth shit on this show. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, just recent years, Toya done got her little look together, and now you want to be ribbing people about the clothes they got on. Girl, sit down somewhere. Figure out a way to stay in that motherfucking house. Okay. Um, I have to throw the shade back. I'm sorry. Then Contessa tells them that she invited everybody to come to her house because she cooked all day, and she invited everybody to come to her house the day after her birthday if they wanted to like really spend time because Toya was like, yeah, I felt like we didn't really get a chance to talk at the party. And Contessa was like, yeah, that's the bad thing about having a party. You don't really get, a chance to spend quality time with people. And I'm like, I don't know what type of parties y'all having. I think y'all don't spend quality time with each other because y'all are incapable of actually connecting. Because if I have a fucking party, bitch, we gonna connect. We gonna have little moments where we talking or we vibing and shit. We gonna connect. Like, what are you talking about? Um, but yeah, okay. So Contessa said that Scott was outside smoking the whole day when she was cooking. So Contessa, how many times are you gonna seemingly do shit that you don't want to do and then complain about it after the fact so that we could be mad at Scott about it? I'm not mad at Scott because Scott was outside smoking his cigar. I'm mad at you for cooking all of that fucking food when obviously you didn't feel like doing that. You could have like ordered the food. You could have had somebody cater it. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, really, Contessa, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's weird, y'all. She says that should they cuz okay, I think at some point Brandy's husband FaceTime with the kids and was like, happy birthday. She was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, like saying thank you a bunch of times. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's kind of in the moment. She's at the dinner. It's a whole bunch of people and he's paying for everything. Why would you not be? I mean, it didn't feel like it was too much for me. Also, it was showing that her husband is somewhere with their kids. So I personally felt like all of y'all were jealous. That's what I felt like. I felt like the people that had something negative to say, they were jealous. Contessa, you're jealous. You're jealous. It's okay. It's okay. We get it. But you are in fact jealous that somebody can have a husband that not only will plan and pay for shit, but that will also watch the kids. And I feel like, when they went to say the prayer and she said, should we be praying to God or should we be praying to your husband for this meal? Girl, what are you talking about? Yeah, Contessa was doing way too much, and to be honest, like, if I was Brandy, I probably would've cursed her out and told her she could go. 'Cause then she started talking about how, "Oh, I wouldn't need this is not even a birthday party. This is just a dinner. If my husband threw this for me, I would be underwhelmed." Contessa, if you don't get your malnutritioned, weak, resentful, weird, passive aggressive pussy ass the fuck out my birthday dinner and go find something to do, go play in fucking traffic, or better yet, go ask that nigga to buy you a meal. Cause my husband was willing to do it. But since you want to keep talking shit, get your fucking ass up and get the fuck out my party. Go ask him to get somebody to fix whatever the fuck going on in your titties, bitch. I'm sorry, but the way I would have been reading the piss out of Contessa, the way I would have been trying, I would have been looking for something to hurt your feelings. Yes, bitch, your dead mama from 2015. I'm so sorry. Because that's all I can hear in my mind. You talking about my dead mama from 2015? Every time cause she does this shit on purpose, y'all. She does this shit where I think she antagonizes people into arguments and then plays the victim. And that's exactly what she did in this situation. Brandy did check her, and Contessa says this isn't, a birthday party in her opinion. Brandy says this is getting out of hand. Contessa pulls out her little bag with her cash in it. Yeah, at that point, it was absolutely like, bitch, you could take you, them busted ass titties, that fuck ass wig you got on, and your little coin purse, and take your goofy fucking ass the fuck out my party, bitch. Go find a nigga that care about you. Get out my party. Yeah. Get out my dinner. Get out my party. That's one less plate for my nigga to have to pay for. Okay? Like, I would have ribbed the fuck out of Contessa. Are you serious? Are you serious? Yeah, bitch, you threw the party, but you wasn't happy. You spent the whole fucking party fake smiling and pissed off about how you had to put it together. And then the next day, you didn't even rest. You didn't even sleep in the next day. After you finished putting all of this shit together for this fucking party and partying all night, you didn't even get to sleep in. You got up the next day at 9 o'clock in the morning and started cooking, and then was cooking all day. So that what? So that people can be like, oh, thank you, Contessa. You're so great. No, bitch, ain't nobody doing all of that. That's why that nigga was outside ignoring your dumb ass. Cause why are you doing that? You could order some fucking food. Chill out. But no, you want people to feel uh like they need you. Like it's like constantly feeling like, oh, I need to create a need, or I need to be doing all of this shit so that you'll need me. And then I can hold it over your head. Yeah, tell Contessa get the fuck out of everybody's face with all of this shit. And then she starts talking about how this is patriarchal because y'all expect the man to have to. I'm like, girl, please stop watching our videos so that you could take little tidbits of the conversations we having and use it to your motherfucking benefit. Because the first time you were saying it was sexist because everybody was talking about your husband, but bitch, you been talking about your husband this whole fucking episode. Then we get to this part, and now you talking about it's the patriarchy because people was like, why the nigga can't pay for the party and plan the shit? Why you got to do it all yourself? Now that's the patriarchy? No, bitch. The patriarchy is you doing everything and then resenting people because you have to do it all when you could just stop doing it. That's effective patriarchy. Shout out to Erica De Niro. Fuck is you talking about? You putting yourself in this situation. You don't have to cook. You don't have to plan your own party. You don't. You can get a party planner. That stupid ass nigga you married to could have got you a party planner. But most of the time, these men are not doing what you're asking of them because they feel like they shouldn't have to do it. I don't want to. I shouldn't have to. I don't care if that's what you really want. I shouldn't have to do that. And I don't care if you do a whole bunch of shit for me that I didn't ask you to do. I don't care. Who told you to do that? That's how niggas act. That's why you have to have the mentality of, I am not overworking myself. I am not doing more than I want to. I'm going to do exactly what the fuck I want to do. That way I don't have any room to be mad at anybody else because I'm going to do what I want to do. And then if they're mad at me, that's fine. But Contessa, you are mad at yourself. You are mad at yourself. Toya starts telling Contessa that she's always screaming about her fucking husband because she was like, "What type of friends are these? Talk about you." She like, "These, bitch." I love that moment. I love when Toya was like, "These, bitch. These are the type of friends to talk about how your fucking husband is over there paying for shit but ain't helping you, and you resentful because he ain't never planned you a party in 30 years of y'all being together. Talk about maybe in the next 30 years it'll happen." Simone was like, "It won't. It won't happen." And then I saw Simone was on live trying to act like that wasn't a moment where she was talking about Cecil. You were talking about Cecil. You were. Because you talked about how he didn't give you a card. I'm gonna go find that clip. I'm sure it's on one of the little reality show things. And then because Contessa can't help herself, she then shades Quad. Contessa says that she wants the Rolls Royce, but she likes the ring more as a shade to Quad because Quad is not married, but Quad got a car out the nigga. And I'm just like, first of all, like Quad said, bitch, I have a ring and I have a Rolls Royce. What is your point? And I also don't have a headache. The way, because y'all hate y'all lives, because y'all refuse to make the changes that would be necessary to make you happy. So you decide to point your anger and your angst towards any woman that looks like she might be having a better experience instead of just changing your experience. Yeah, I can't stand bitches like Contessa. I really can't. The way she turned that shit around on Quad, and Quad was like, "Now, how the fuck did I get in it? I'm not even married. Why are you talking about me? Talking about, I could have had the Rolls Royce, but I prefer the ring." And that's why you stupid. That's why you stupid. Because you think that there is more value in that ring than you actually feel. You don't feel like it's a lot of value in having that ring. Because if you did, you wouldn't be complaining about the nigga that's attached to it every time we see you. Every time we see you. To me, a car wouldn't be more valuable than my partnership or my connection with somebody that I care about that care about me. No, a car would not be more important than that, dummy. But at the same time, you can have both. If your nigga can get you a Rolls Royce, then he can get you a ring and a Rolls Royce. The trick is having all of y'all women thinking that y'all have to choose between having one or the other. If I want him to pay for shit, then I have to not have commitment. If I want commitment, I can't ask him to pay for shit. You need to find new niggas or y'all need to go to therapy more because to me, it's exhausting this bullshit y'all be on. It's exhausting. Contessa, you don't want the ring more. You want the Rolls Royce more. You want the experience of being treated well more than you want the marriage. And you're just mad. Uh Simone says, "Who doesn't want to be married besides her?" Simone, leave the fucking man. Leave the man, Simone. It's okay. It's okay, Simone. You can leave him, girl. And I say that to everybody. Girl, you could, it's okay, girl. If y'all are meant to be together, y'all might get back together. If y'all not meant to be together, then it's just time to let it go and that's okay. Life is a journey, bitch. Life is a motherfucking journey. It's not gonna always be the same all the time. You're not gonna always be with the same person for the rest of your life. Everything is for a time. And that is okay, y'all. Oh my God. Because the way y'all used to have motherfuckers scared to tell people, like, like God was going to come out of nowhere and beat your ass if you said that people should get a divorce. But no, motherfuckers need to get divorces. They do. They do. Let me find these clips. Stupid ass shit. Uh, they didn't post it on reality TV bites. Ooh, child. I want y'all to stop picking on Candy singing. Because Candy sounded good, but she blew her mic out. And that's what happens when you have a really strong voice and you too close to your mic. You blow it out. That's why whenever Erica Badu starts singing all of her them high notes, she always like backs up a long way from the mic and you know what I mean? Like turns her mouth away because like the force of what it takes to go up that ah, then you're gonna be louder. So you gotta pull yourself away from the mic in order for the note to not overmodulate on the mic. That's just how it is. So when she was singing, her mic was overmodulated and everybody kept acting like, this means that she couldn't sing. It's annoying. Y'all always do this. Girl, please, Candy does not have a strong voice. Cut it out. I feel like you don't know anything about singing if you think that. She has a very strong voice. She has a very strong voice. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to find it. Cause it's been so much shit going on. Simone and Cecil, where is this live? Where is the live? Simone and Cecil. And why they was on live like they wasn't in the same house too? But yeah, I feel like Candy has a very strong vibrato, and when people get older, their vibrato gets heavier. I would think about like Tierra Marie, for example. Child, not Tierra Marie. Tina Marie, y'all. When Tina Marie got older, her vibrato got heavier. But to me, the what she was doing performing for opera, like Candy really does have a better voice for opera. She just needs to like she one of them people that voice is strong, they just need to sing their notes straight a lot of the times because their vibrato can be so heavy. I got it. Hold up. But yeah, I feel like when y'all be talking about Candy not being able to sing, I just feel like y'all don't really know music and you just don't like her voice. And that's fine. Cause I don't like Jaheim's voice, but I would never say he can't sing. Hate that nigga voice. I changed for you. I'm not wilding out like I used to. Don't compare a singer's voices with another one. Nobody spoke negatively about Candy's voice until Kaya made that joke about her singing. Then the bandwagon clowns came out and won't let it go. No, for real, because like Candy's voice is literally like to me, I imagine it like T-Boz. Like it was especially for like Escape and all of that, it was very unique. Every man wants a woman where him and her can just go hang. Just the two of them alone, kick back, doing their own thing. Every man wants a woman who can always keep them in the mood. And I'm that kind of girl, so this is what I tell my dude. I tell him to. Bondi, I was a music major, and no, Candy is not a good singer at all. I don't believe you, and that also makes me feel like you just don't like her, and I don't care. Cause I just feel like it's weird that y'all could listen to all of those Escape songs and still feel that way. Did anybody see ya coming to my house last night when I put your message in my beeper? That you wanna do everything I like. All right, all right. Y'all gonna stop playing with my fucking girl. I'm a music major. I don't care. I don't care. If you a music major, then you should know that that lady absolutely can sing and has a very strong voice. And people who have strong voices, like it just doesn't always sound right. And anybody that sings, it's not gonna always sound right. But I don't care. I don't care what y'all talk about. I will argue with y'all to the end. Okay, I will argue with y'all to the end. Because at the end of the day, like the background vocals, people that sing really good background vocals like Candy does, they really can sing. Like the energy it takes to hold their notes and all of that, like yes, the lady absolutely can sing. Does she sing perfectly every time? No. But that doesn't mean she can't sing. Okay, hold up. I gotta she about to hold up. Ah. Y'all, whenever I say hold up, I do that. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Oh, 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 been a lot of places, seen a lot of faces. Oh, I hate.
Oh.
All right, there we go.
And for the people that watch Bravo will know what I'm talking about. But I watch a lot of Bravo, and I watch Camille Grammer on Housewives of Beverly Hills. Explain what you mean by saying you feel like Camille Grammer. Where Kelsey Grammer basically put her on the show because he was going to get a divorce. And so you felt like this season you were on the show so
Tonight,
that I
tonight,
could get
just
a
tonight.
divorce.
He felt like
No,
watching the episode tonight.
watching the episode
He just
tonight and
felt
watch what
like how
happens
he
live,
imagined
it's like,
how.
oh, I could see how Camille Grammer felt.
Yes, I felt
And
what.
I don't think I mean if I were on and I was saying the same thing, if when I had the interview with Carlos King, if I had got on there and said the same stuff that you were saying, you would be hurt. And I think you'd have to admit that. And so the only thing I'll say is this, and this is where um reality TV sometimes isn't all reality, because they only show, so that scene they only showed probably about 5 minutes, and we filmed that scene for probably close to an hour. So there was a lot of stuff said. There was a lot of things that went on behind the scenes that you don't get to see.
I didn't even think about, like, honestly, for me. Sorry to cut you off. I didn't even like facts. You're right, and me and Mama talked about that, but I didn't even think to bring that up. Like, I almost forgot about like what the conversation was
But
about. That
what
really
wasn't
don't matter.
said with breaking the fourth wall was so irrelevant anyway. And Cecil, to act like that I've never said at all off camera this season about the fact that we were having difficulties. It was getting difficult for me to deal with those difficulties. It's exhausting that you can never see my point of view when dealing with the boys. You throw me under the bus with the boys. You disrespect me when it comes to
I don't think Dad is saying. I don't think Dad's saying that he.
Camille Grammer was caught completely off base when Kelsey wanted to divorce her.
Fair.
Oh, girl. Um, to me, it's even weird that they would be having a conversation about whether y'all are gonna stay married or not. I think it's very weird to me. And I want Simone to stop having conversations with the men in her family in which she allows them to like do this opposition thing to her, right? Where it seems like they're ganging up on her. Like I would really, really love for her to stop creating the environment for that.
Guys, like,
Cause I would have been like, sir, like, you're not about to talk to me about this marriage. You and I can have a conversation about, you know what I'm saying? But we're not having a conversation about how I am hurting your dad's feelings by saying that I don't want to be married to him no more. And him saying that he feels like some white woman who got blindsided. Men always say that, and I never believe it. I never believe it. Whenever men say that, I never believe it. I always feel like that's just y'all not wanting to admit that the writing has been on a wall. And I think a lot of times men enjoy being victims because they say it's women. But to me, men thoroughly enjoy being victims. And so whenever a woman is going to leave them, if they can find a way to make themselves a victim in a situation so that people will feel bad for them, that is what they will do. And I told y'all that that's what he was doing. There's this level of feel bad for me, feel sorry for me. Look at me. I'm so sad. I'm pathetic. You should like sacrifice your life for me or something. Like, child, don't nobody sacrifice their life more than a woman, but y'all still think that Jesus, a man, was on the cross and died for y'all sins. Even though every day there's some woman giving up her motherfucking life for the life of some niggas. I'm sorry. I gotta leave y'all alone about it, but I'm just saying, whatever.
And this is what I talked about with my
Be mad
mom,
at me,
guys.
bitch. I
This
don't
is what I
care.
talked about with my mom. Everyone's argued or had a disagreement with their mother. One, what our disagreement about is to be different because that's going to pertain to our family. One. Two, we happen to be on a reality TV show for you all to watch and feel obligated to give your opinion. And
We had a real moment on national TV.
And that was a genuine and
We're aware. That's why everybody's upset. The fuck is we talking about?
something me and my mom talked about. After that moment, me and my mom probably didn't talk for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That was a genuine argument that we hadn't had before. And it happens. That's life. That's our family. I love my mom. We were just in New
How
York
has it been
having
fixed?
a blast.
How has it been fixed? I don't give a fuck about none of this. How has it been resolved? What's different? What has changed?
Having a blast. That me and her, we were just in New York having a blast. So I and we got, so everybody say what up to Miles. Miles kind of ducked in there in a heated, hot moment. What up, baby? Get you some love, Miles. Miles, get you some love, boy.
I'll just like say the comment, I don't speak. Well, they were
That was lame. That was lame. That was weird.
in the middle of something, but that had nothing to do with me. But love
You
y'all.
don't Miles matter.
Miles is funny, y'all. Miles is funny. As the longer we on the show, the more y'all gonna see it. That's a funny guy, bruh. And he's involved in the family just like we're all involved in the family. We're four peas in a pod. Like, that's how it works. We all have our relationships with each other, and it makes our family go. So what y'all see, it don't matter, bro. We know what we got going on.
Yeah, and what we know is that your mom is allowing y'all to use her like a fucking golden calf.
Law school, we gonna get it figured out. In case y'all wondering, I don't drive a Jeep anymore. I drive a Tesla. So bow.
Right. So she bought it for me anyway. Bow. Yeah. 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 You pimping your mama, son. That's what's up. That's what's up. You are pimping your mom, right? Because fuck everybody. My mama still gonna do what I told her to do. I told her I wanted a new car. I stopped talking to her. I weaponized her love for me against her. And now what? Buying me a car. Fuck, nigga. Like, what do you mean?
Don't do that.
No, see, now you done stirred up some shit now.
Don't do that.
My bad. My bad.
See, now
But we
you
good though. That's the moral. That's the moral. We are good.
Y'all are not good. Y'all are not good. You're talking too much. You're screaming too loud. You're weird. You're lame. You're whack. Your mom and your dad are weak. And here we are.
And we are a passionate family. So when y'all see us rah-rah go back and forth, those two people on my
But
my
we
screen,
rah-rah. We've been rah-rah.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about y'all being rah-rah. Everybody's loud. Everybody black. That doesn't matter. You're pimping your mom. And she's allowing you to do it. Period.
Your
Exactly.
entire life. We gonna be rah-rah. We that rah-rah family.
And that's what it is. On my screen, she's above me and he's on the right. They're passionate people. So they go back and forth, but they're strong-willed and they're smart. So that's why the back and forth gets animated. It gets a lot.
You're a child. We don't need you to explain human emotions to us. Thanks, though.
But we good, bro. That's it.
Yeah. See, y'all don't need to be mad because she bought me the car anyway. We're fine.
Now, I wasn't in all the scenes, but I heard her say, that man don't never do nothing for me. I always do everything. No. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And this is what get me in trouble with the girls, because I tell it. But I'm going to be transparent in Congress as well. Okay, so listen. So Contessa had been complaining, but this is the confusing part of Contessa, because she can complain all she wants to, but if you say two things like, damn, Scott never did nothing, she'll switch up on you. Why are you talking about my marriage? Why are you talking about my marriage, Heavenly? I bring a fork in here, bitch. I will about my man. I don't talk about my bitch, but you did the whole last week. You did scene after scene after scene, dog. And that's what everybody said. And I remember Toya saying in scene, she said, Contessa.
Hold up. Hold up, what a comment went. Somebody said that he's still young. He 22. Uh, but if he's not held accountable in his own household, social media is going to do it. We don't have to baby him because he's 22. Like we don't have to like not say all of the things that we feel about this situation because he's 22. And that man is 25. Honestly, I don't care at what age you are at. This man came on the internet like loud and laughing to tell everybody, yeah, I don't care how y'all feel about how I talk to my mom. She still bought me the car. Now what? And your mom just stood there smiling. And then to dismiss your dad not having your mom's back, they're smart. They just go back and forth. Them allowing him to talk in a way that is really not based in fact, but based in delusion to make himself feel better about how people are seeing him, that's a lack of accountability. It's their fault that he's a grown man that is probably not going to have a real like a real lease on taking accountability for himself. I'm literally watching them allow him to not be accountable for what he's saying and not be accountable for his energy. Because the energy of whatever y'all talking about, my mama still did it, that is weird. That's no accountability. That doesn't feel like he's appreciative. That doesn't feel like he understands the severity of the situation. It feels like you're defensive. You don't like that everybody has something negative to say, and you're trying to figure out the most unbothered way, but also fuck you way to respond to everybody. And because your parents are weak, they're going to allow this to take place. When the truth of the matter is, Simone and Cecil are sitting there, quiet, smiling, shaking their heads, while their son talks like a fucking clown about how he still got the Tesla. They needed to correct him. They needed to do the parenting. They did not. They brought it to the internet. And so now we are going to be honest about how whack and lame that little nigga looks, in hopes that an honest critique of him might make him look at himself. But it probably won't, because the parents have done the damage. And so I'm not going to bend myself in a pretzel worrying about his fucking age. Because I know when I was 22, 23, 24, 25, I would never. First of all, my parents wouldn't let me, but I would never talk about my mama like she better do something for me. Talk to my daddy like he better do something for me. And that comes in when parents are always saying yes to everything, instead of understanding that sometimes you have to tell children no so that they can appreciate your yes. He doesn't appreciate the yes. And in all honesty, him getting that car, them not talking for a little while, makes me feel like eventually she felt bad because she wants to stay in contact with her son. And I want y'all to be okay. We're not talking to them motherfuckers if they not coming to you correct. I want you to be okay. We're not talking to your son for the rest of his fucking life if it means that he has to respect you or don't come at all. Come correct or don't come at all. And I hate to say it like that, but I feel like she didn't wait long enough. Bitch, you were supposed to be more stubborn than he was, because he's wrong. He's wrong, and he's wanting something of you. You have to look at the situation. And in this situation, your son was not only entitled, disrespectful, but he shows you even moving forward, he has no real value for how much you do for him. Yeah, y'all didn't handle that right. I'm going to let Heavenly finish.
So don't you know they're going to play the previous scenes? Because she had dogged them in the whole time. But then when people started talking about it, Contessa recanted all that shit and put it on them. Why y'all trying to tear my marriage up? Why y'all talking about my marriage? Why y'all? And I said in my greens, I don't know if they played or not. Bitch, leave her alone. Because it's three. I ain't going to say that. But leave her alone, because that's her MO. Meaning that when me and Contessa fell out, Contessa used to complain about that man so bad that I was mad because that was
Yes.
my friend.
That's how it
You know what
be.
I'm saying? And I thought, I don't know. When people say they're gonna get divorced, I believed her. I thought she was done. So the things I said, I'm gonna go again. I didn't think it was a problem till they got back together, and then she fell out with me. And I was like, Contessa, I was upset for you, bitch. So stay out of Contessa marriage. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. Let her talk. But don't you say not a damn thing, and don't you come back the next damn scene and have your husband throw a party for you that he paid for. Cause she not gonna like it. And I told the little bitch, I say, bitch, why you keep saying your husband paid for something when you know Contessa's husband didn't do that for? Now, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna take it back, Carlos, and I'm gonna give you the floor. The parties was not the same. I swear to you, I don't know what it looked like on TV, but the party they set up for Brandy was in a strip mall. It was seedy. It was in a place that didn't even have a name on it. It was some place they got for free because Toya knew the owner. So I don't know. But my whole thing is this. The food, I'ma just say, I ain't gonna say that because I don't know if they showed the name of the place or whatever. I ain't gonna say that. But what I'm saying to you is, if he paid, which he didn't, probably production paid for it anyway, but if he paid for all our meal, I swear to God, it better not have been more than $9.99.
So the food was nasty, and she shouldn't have mentioned that her husband was doing something nice for her because it was gonna make Contessa upset.
Now, another person.
Okay. Okay. I think that's ridiculous. Even if Brandy little strip mall dinner wasn't all of that, it was still her husband making an effort to do something for her. It looked colorful, shit. You know what I'm saying? It looked like they had little flowers everywhere and everything. And sometimes things will be in warehouse areas because they can create a vibe in a empty space, right? So like it just depends. Either way, and she running for office, yes, she is, child. Don't forget, you have you know, a convicted felon and a rapist as a president right now. So she's in good company. Okay. Um, but to me, I feel like they made that lady birthday all about them and all about Contessa and Contessa's feelings. And I think that is so weird that as a bunch of grown ass women, y'all felt like that lady was supposed to dim her light so Contessa wouldn't feel bad. When the truth of the matter is, Contessa is going to feel bad anyway. Contessa was going to feel bad anyway. And so, like, everybody acting like, oh, see, I told a little bitch she shouldn't have said nothing. Girl, fuck Contessa. Fuck her. Fuck that nigga that ain't doing nothing for her. Don't nobody give a fuck about none of that. And the truth of the matter is, if y'all felt like that, everybody could have fucking left. Everybody that felt like it wasn't nice and it wasn't seedy, it was seedy and all right then what you here for? Because at least you here to get a check, right? Oh, all right then, bro. Get the fuck out of here. And what you mean it was in a strip mall? What the fuck else is there in Atlanta but a bunch of fucking strip malls? Talk to me. Talk to me. Everything is in a fucking strip mall in Atlanta. And y'all, and see, that's the thing about abuse and defending abusers, right? And that shit really works on my nerves. Everybody has had an issue with Contessa doing this shit. Talking about her marriage, complaining about it, then getting mad when other people agree with her or have her back. Right? She's done this over and over and over and over again. To the point now that instead of people saying, bitch, we tired of this shit, stop talking to us about that nigga. And every time you say something about him, we're going to change the fucking subject. Instead of y'all doing something to make Contessa feel like she needs to change, y'all want everybody else in the room to change to suit her delusional ass. That's weird to me. That is so weird to me. Like that group hive mentality that everybody should move around the most volatile person. The way I would have been like, Heavenly girl, fuck Contessa's feelings. She a grown ass woman. She'll be okay. And if she's upset, she can go home and cry in her huge pillow. Big head ass. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't stand shit like that, y'all. I can't stand shit like that. That shit made me mad.
Since Sweet Tea, have you
Yes.
been speaking to her? Obviously, she's not on this new season.
Yes.
She has exited the show, and now Quad is here. And that was part of the issues that Quad had with you, also, right? You just kind of kikiing with Sweet Tea.
Yes.
Do you see that point of view of hers? Because some people.
And did y'all see Heavenly and Contessa dapping off when Contessa made that little slick ass comment about should we pray to God or to your husband? And then Heavenly went and high fived her with that little girl, what? So now it's funny. The same thing that broke up y'all's close relationship. She went around trying to get everybody to fight you for a whole fucking season. Contessa was on your fucking ass from beginning of the season to the end of the season, Heavenly, behind this exact same situation. And you sitting up there clapping five and laughing and shit about it. And then you get in a confessional, you get on this interview and you say that this is what she does and we need to just stop talking about her marriage and all of that because that's what she did to me. But then you go along with it. And I'm like, is it me or is that some weak ass shit? Girl, I'm not laughing and high fiving with you while you do this dumbass shit that you did to me. Like, that's so weird to me, right? Like, you were genuinely hurt and upset behind your relationship with Contessa. And now, a very, very similar situation is taking place right in front of your face, and you like laughing and high fiving her like you couldn't wait for y'all to be cool again. Nick Youngface, bitch. I am puzzled. I am confusion.
Say it's not comparable, like the trader's remark, and then you talking about her finances with Sweet Tea, who is her ex-husband's new woman.
Yes. I can understand how Quad feels, but I think Quad isn't taking accountability for the fact that she and I don't hang anymore. And Cecil and Gregory have been friends the entire time, playing golf the entire time. And Sweet Tea was not the first woman that I saw him date.
Okay.
Or was around that he was dating. And so when he fell in love with Sweet Tea, decided to marry her, I'm like, she's nice. I enjoyed my time with her. And it wasn't like I'm spending time with Quad and Sweet Tea.
Right.
Quad turns her back on the people. And when you do that, why can't I spend time with your ex's new woman?
Now, another person, Sweet Tea. Have you been speaking to her? Obviously, she's not on this new season. She has exited the show, and now Quad is here.
So you friends with her because Gregory and Cecil are still friends, and you don't even like fucking Cecil right now. So you friends with her because y'all husbands hang together. But you wasn't ever cool with the chick that he was best friends with. Because if that was the case, wouldn't you have been friends with her like that too? Since just because my husband friends with somebody, that mean I'm fucking with them too? Because that's basically what you saying right now. Oh, my husband fuck with him. So that's why I'm girl, please. Simone, all of y'all do this. Y'all refuse to take back the power in the dynamic of your marriage. And so anytime you can dominate or humble somebody, in a friend situation or a familial situation, you will. And I just think that's so whack. And I'm really starting to realize how weak of an inner world y'all have to have in order for you to need to be humbling and dominating and doing all of this weird shit with people all the time. Like, your inner world can't be a good place to be. It can't be. Because in my mind, if I'm really happy in my life, y'all, I have no need whatsoever to be trying to like dominate or demean people just as a way of being. To me, it is extremely obvious that y'all are unhappy. And instead of making the decisions in order to make yourself happy, you would rather just live in your discomfort and make everybody else miserable. That's saying that, misery loves company. It's a real motherfucking saying right there, boy. Okay? Very true words. Very, very true words, girl. Let me see. Michael Whitmore says telling Dr. Simone she has a lot of money wasn't the right thing to say. Let's listen.
Let's start with young Michael. Michael, when you said the line, you have a lot of money in relation to your mom paying for law school, etc., you had to know that you were going to get verbally castigated by your mom for that. Am I right?
Yeah.
The second the words came out of your mouth, right?
Last 5 minutes, next 5 minutes, I was like, that was probably not the right thing to say.
Right. And what is the status now with his pursuit of the next level of education?
He's applying to law school. He will enter in fall of 2026. I continue to talk to him about a budget.
Okay.
He doesn't want to meet with me about a budget.
Okay. All right. So this is a okay. All right. So
Him about a budget.
Okay.
2026. I continue to talk to him about a budget.
Okay.
He doesn't want to meet with me about a budget.
Okay. All right. So this
You giving him choices?
is a developing story that is ongoing.
Why are you giving him choices in the matter? I would not be one to give a nigga a choice in the matter.
I kind of feel like
You want me to pay for shit? I guess we need to sit down and have a conversation about your budget. And if you don't want to sit down and have a conversation about your budget, then I guess I'm not paying for anything. And I guess you don't need the budget. If you are not going to sit down and talk about it, then I guess you don't need it. I don't understand. Like, I don't, like, girl, everything is so easy. Card, turn off the card. Cell phone, turn off the cell phone. You don't even have, girl, you could shut off the fucking Wi-Fi and all of that to the phone from an app. From an app. I don't even understand. The way I would be turning the motherfucking Wi-Fi off in the house if I want something done and it's not getting done. Oh, so I guess I need to turn the motherfucking Wi-Fi off then so that y'all could do what I need y'all to do around here. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it, y'all. And I guess, this does come from having a father that did the fucking most. Because I don't even have to do all of that. Right? I don't even have to turn the electricity off in your room like my daddy did me. I would just turn the Wi-Fi off and I did whatever them people asked me to do. So him turning my electricity off wasn't because I did something wrong. That nigga was just crazy. But like, I did what I was supposed to do. Oh, my room clean, the bathroom clean. I cleaned up the house already. The dishes was already clean. Like I did the shit. Okay. I don't want to argue with anybody. I did the shit. Them people did not really have to complain about me a lot. But he just had to had to find a reason, because that's what abusive people do. They got to find a reason to fight with you. But yeah, I would be turning off all types of shit. I would be locking, auto locking doors and shit. That apartment that they living in. Oh, since you want to act like this is, someplace you don't have to care about, I guess you need to find somewhere to live. Here go a tent. Go find somewhere else to live. Simone just doesn't want to be the bad. You're already the bad guy. You're already the bad guy. Just accept being the bad guy and do what is best for you. You've raised them. They're not children anymore. They're not kids. They're grown adult men that should be able to figure out a way to pay for school, to pay for a place to stay. And it's weird that you already paying for shit. And honestly, to me, paying for them to have a place to stay is girl, you ain't got to do nothing else. Because it's not like they living with her. She owns a condo that she could be renting out, but instead her sons are living there. She's buying them cars. She's paying for the cars. She's probably paying for the cell phones. Like, she's probably paying for everything. He charged $60,000 to a credit card. That means she paying for everything that nigga buy. Food, clothes, everything he buys. Probably taking little girls out on dates. He is swiping his mama's fucking credit card. What are y'all talking about? Girl, I can't wait to see what type of woman he gets into a relationship with. I can't wait to see what type of woman these boys get into relationships with. I can't wait. Cause see that little Michael? Michael is given, y'all have equipped him with all of the tools to mentally abuse some woman. I'm sorry. That's all I see. The way he talk to y'all, the way he deal with y'all, I cannot imagine what that nigga gonna put some girl through at some point. I'm sure they do have girlfriends, but we just don't be seeing them. I think we did see the oldest one's girlfriend at some point, and we knew what that was gonna be. I think she might have been, Latina or something. We knew it wasn't gonna be a black girl. Okay. We thought it might be a black girl with Michael, but the way Michael talking, no, you should take that to them white people. Go ahead and take that over to the white girls. Let the white girls deal with that. Y'all be good for each other. White girls and black, white women and black men. Y'all go work that out amongst yourselves. Y'all are equal. Go do that. Go figure that out. Leave us alone. Okay? Lord have mercy. No, they have black girls. Who? Because I think I saw Miles broke up with that girl. He got a new girlfriend. Because I know Miles' girlfriend was the Latina, if I remember correctly. I would need to see pictures. There's recent pics of them with black girls. Yeah, that mean they was dating them, or was it a group outing? Because niggas have black homegirls. That don't mean they gonna date them. Miles' girl is black. The white or Asian women. Really, no woman deserves this shit. No woman deserves this shit. But I also feel like a lot of the times black men don't disrespect or play with white women in the same way that they do with black women, because white women have white fathers that are connected to police and judges and lawyers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be a black boy and have those things. That's great. But up against a white person that has those things, you're just another nigga. I'm just saying. And in this system, in this country that we live in. So y'all got to be safe out here. But yeah, I don't want y'all to impose all of that weird shit that y'all, just for the sake of, oh, they should be with black women because Simone is black. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Y'all go and be with women whose daddies are going to threaten y'all enough for y'all to act accordingly. Don't go find some black girl that you went to college with that's very smart and all of that, and then try to demean her self-esteem. To, you know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Leave the black girls alone. Let the black girls be single or find niggas that know how to take care of themselves. And their mama ain't got to do everything for them. Don't nobody want to be with a 25-year-old man who mama got to do everything for him. Everything? No. Let the little black girls have some, girl, leave the little black girls alone, okay? Let the little black girls have some peace, okay? They were all just on a trip to Hawaii with the girlfriends, and I'm sure Simone paid for the trip. That's depressing as fuck. All right, y'all. I've been on here long enough. I've been on here too long talking about this shit. I'ma go. I think I might come back later. If not, it'll definitely be tomorrow. I want to make sure I go through all my I think I read this one. Thank you. Crystal, thank you for the super chat. If that fool snorts in his sleep, have him serve. Thank you. 2Ls, thank you. Simone crashes out, then folds to them. I'm done. Peace to Mateo. Thank you. Okay, if I was Simone, all three of them would have been singing Crystal Waters instead of he's homeless. The monster is turning on the creator. I remember that song. But I'm all woman from Monday to Sunday. I work harder. No, that's Lisa Stansfield. I'm sorry. But I remember that video. I'm no classy lady, but I'm all woman from Monday to Sunday. I work my fingers to the bone. trying to remember the song. Okay, come on, New Orleans, Reed. Listen, you'll find as auntie. Sometimes every now and again, I gotta pop out and show niggas, right? White House Transit. Thank you. Can someone give Simone a Snickers bar? But for real, I think Simone should do like a Eat, Pray, Love vacation for a good month. Yeah, girl, just leave. Just go. Just take off. Don't even tell them niggas you leaving. Just go. Just go. Okay. Leave a note. Like, let the people at your job know what's going on. Let the people so people know that you're not, you ain't nobody disappear you. M Love Black, thank you for the super chat. I don't see how his no job tell is even dating. I learned at a young age to not have anyone control my cash flow. Yeah, I also don't appreciate a man in his 20s not having a job. I think that's weird. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. Like in this climate in 2025, at least you should have like some type of internship somewhere. You're not working at a law office. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, shouldn't he be working somewhere and making some fucking money? What's going on? Girl, I don't know. But when Simone, I'm gonna leave y'all with this though. When Simone was like, what about all of them people that pay for all of that shit and their children still don't do shit? And I'm like, that's what she worried about. Because why the fuck are Michael and Miles graduating at the same time? Like, them people been playing on that lady pockets for a long time. And it would be different if the father was also given financially in a way that made the woman feel like she was being supported and she didn't have to work so much. And the fact that Michael said, I have a mother, not parents, not a father. I have a mother that can provide me with a better lifestyle. Child, the way my motherfucking parent had to beg my dad. My daddy used to people would have to like say they was gonna buy me something in order for my daddy to get it for me. My parent was like, well, if you're not gonna pay for her to have a single, I'll give you the money. My daddy got me the single when I was going to college in my dorms. And then I think before that, I needed a new computer. Cause when we was living, prior to Katrina, I had like a whole computer. My daddy had somebody build a computer for me, and we used to call it Big Bertha because it was huge and it was blue. And he had somebody build it for me. And I love that computer. Of course, it gets ruined in the storm. And after that, I didn't have a computer. So when my sister came to visit one year, she was like, after Katrina, she was like, you need to get Brittany a laptop. Like, why doesn't Brittany have a laptop? And she basically like had to be like, I'm gonna send you the money to get her a MacBook. This nigga took me to the place and wanted to get me something cheaper. And it was like she was willing to get me the MacBook. He was like, nah, I'm gonna get it for her, but then get me something cheaper. Like, that's the type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, people used to have to be like, if you're not gonna do it for her, I'm gonna do it for her. In order for him to do shit sometimes because he so much wanted to tell me no. And I feel like we talking about, opposite sides of the spectrum. And people need to be a little bit more in the middle. Simone needs to do way less. My dad needed to do a little bit more. Okay? Oh wow, you clocked that mom comment. Yes, like what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, y'all okay with this lady working her ass off like that? That's not cool at all. Same with my father, Mindy. It's all about image and looking apart rather than doing the thing in the first place. Yes. And it was extremely exhausting that you always had to be challenged in order, begged. You know what I mean? I had a joke, you know what I'm saying, during my show about that, like about how with men, with fathers, like with your mom, y'all know they got ain't shit ass mamas. We know that there are some ain't shit ass mamas. But for the most part, I feel like you don't have to beg your mama to do anything, especially if it's shit that you need. She gonna find a way to make it happen. With your daddy, you gotta beg. You gotta go to this nigga and give him a whole fucking business plan for why you should be able to go to this dance. Like, it was so ridiculous to go through the process of trying to convince him to allow me to do something. It wasn't even just all the time about buying me shit. It was about just allowing me to go to a party, allowing me to go to a school dance. Like, the begging that had to take place was so fucking exhausting. That's why to this day, I would rather do shit on my own than to keep asking somebody to do anything for me. I can't stand having to like track people down or say shit over and over and over again in order to try to get somebody to do something to me, for me or with me, because I experience like That type of shit. I'm not about to be begging nobody. I did that too much. I'm not begging nobody. I'm not going back and forth. If it ain't gonna happen, it ain't gonna happen. Nigga tired of that. Okay? And it's really based on their mood. Yeah, it don't be like no's that makes sense. It's just like no for the sake of I have the power to do so. And I just want you to not get what you want. Same here. I'll do it for myself. Right. Simone worked really hard. She does. But nobody's going to care about how much you're doing but you. Nobody is going to give you the rest you need but you. Nobody is going to do for you what you need to do for you. And I think it's so often, and that includes not just taking care of yourself, financially and not depending on people financially, but also in making the time to take care of yourself, not working your ass off. It's about wielding power over you. Yes. And it used to be so exhausting, child. That's why it's so hard for people to do that to me now. It'd be a catch-22 like a motherfucker or abusive ass, fuck ass nigga. I love you. And then, I hate to be fucked with because of it. Yeah, that's why I still don't ask my dad for shit till this day. Growing up, he would get mad at me for no reason and yell at me to never ask him for anything. Now at 27, he mad I don't call him for anything. That's how, I don't know what y'all think y'all be doing. Like, feeding into my dislike of you and then turning around being like, I can't believe this motherfucker don't like me. Are you serious? Like she said, what if I die? What would they all do? Live off her insurance money? Saying, yeah, like I felt like I was somebody that people was always trying to like make sure my energy wasn't too big. Don't be too big for your britches. Don't think too much of yourself. Don't think you're too attractive. Don't think you're too smart. Don't, what I'm saying? Don't think too much of yourself. Calm down. Yeah. Yeah, girl. Cecil is definitely a bum. He is. Energetically, he's a bum. Ugh. But anyway, y'all, let me go. I am going to talk to y'all later. But yeah, all these hoes need a divorce. All these hoes need a divorce. I said it. See y'all later.